What's good? Welcome to episode number 2 of the Recovery Room podcast. And this is something we're going to be doing every week because we don't know what the fuck we doing. We forgot to tell y'all that last week. It's an every week show.
Every week.
All right. First of all, and most importantly, I want to give a shout out to the news reporter in Utah who thought a cougar was a dog. Lady, you lucky you left that encounter with your whole ass intact.
That's crazy. I ain't even hear about that.
That's the most important thing of the whole show right there. Had to start with that first. Anyway, last week we was a little bit freeform.
That's gonna be crazy right there.
That's crazy right there.
You might have to throw that in there.
We're going to get to that later. But last week, the podcast was a little bit freeform. We're going to add just a little tiny bit of structure to it this week. Because we came up with a new segment. It's called, What's Up With This Nigga? So I'm turning to my co-host right now, and I'm going to ask you, Kanye West, man, what's up with this nigga?
Alright, straight up. I can't fuck with no more of this nigga music. I can't fuck with his shoes, his clothes. I can't deal with him. I can't deal with Kanye no more. I don't want to hear none of the music. I don't care about none of the Kardashians. I don't want to hear nothing else this man makes. I don't know what's going on with him. Up there on the interview talking about some, I made my hat over. I redesigned the brim. Nigga, we know what a sat-on hat look like, nigga. We know what it looked like, nigga. Kanye, and I used to be a fan of Kanye. I can't listen to him no more. I don't want to hear nothing.
Man, I'll tell you what's up with this nigga, man. This nigga Kanye is a classic case of somebody who done had people sniffing they ass for far too long.
Too many yes men.
Yes men all around him. And he one of them niggas who think anything he do is justified.
It's not.
He think he entitled to people understanding him, and that he entitled to people praising him and worshiping the ground that he walk on, because he been calling himself a genius for far too long. Niggas is just starting to realize it and pick up on it now because he's supporting Trump. But he been on this shit since I was young, dog. I remember back when College Dropout came out, and back then, The Source magazine was a big deal. Everybody who thought it was some big badge of honor for your album to get 5 mics in The Source. College Dropout came out, got 4.5.
No, he was tight.
Nigga was dancing and jumping around on 106 in Park fucking mad when he was trying to sell late registration. Talking about he deserved the other half of Mike. I deserved that. Nigga, if the person didn't think you deserved the other half of Mike who was reviewing the shit, then apparently you didn't deserve it. What is you talking about, my guy?
I can't fuck with Kanye no more,
Kanye West is doing this. Y'all, everybody out there be falling into these traps that nigga said. Y'all don't realize that he just do this shit every time he ready to sell something?
I can't.
When that nigga start trying to sell those fucking dish rags and fucking towels and old curtains that he stitched together and called designer clothes, all of a sudden that nigga was out here making new slaves. That wasn't nothing but a publicity stunt so y'all can buy his raggedy shit. His fucking $1,000 stitched together towels. That niggas just calling designers.
Old towels.
The towels that you wash the dirt off your car with when you washing your car in the fucking driveway. That's why he's selling his clothes.
Can't.
Or when he wanted niggas to line up to buy motherfucking $400 and $500 dish rags with soles connected to them that niggas is calling Yeezys. I mean, I never fell into these traps.
And that's the thing. I've owned a couple pairs.
I ain't never owned shit he made.
But
nigga, I was a musical supporter of this dude. And now I don't even want to hear that because let me be for real, man. You ain't made shit worth listening to since your ass entered that Kardashian world, bruh. You made Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and then you fell off a fucking cliff. If you noticed last week during the podcast, I made a tier list of my Kanye West album rankings, and everything after Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was in the fucking bottom. All of it. From the shit from Yeezy or whatever the fuck that album was called, to the next one, The Life of Pablo, even to that Cruel Summer shit, man. The Cruel Summer shit was okay because of some of the features he had on the bill. Who the fuck get up there bragging about that girl becoming famous for doing what she did in the video?
Bruh, not to mention, in the interview, he's talking about I want to go to Africa. I have never before.
That's another thing.
I have never before heard sounds on this album. Like,
I can't stand pretentious niggas. This nigga pretentious. He up here trying to talk like he above the rest of y'all who are fans of him. He pretentious. He trying to talk like he knows something y'all don't know. Nigga, the fuck is you gonna make in Africa that you couldn't make here? You didn't make shit worth listening to when you barricaded yourself up into the mountains of Wyoming for 6 months. You came out with some dog shit. I'ma be for real about it. That Ye shit was okay for 2 days. And the only reason that Kids See Ghosts is as good as it is because Kid Cudi was there to keep you from fucking it up.
Because Kid Cudi wasn't going to let you fuck that up.
I made a mistake last week, man. I made a mistake. This is the mistake I made. I said I was fans of niggas. I said I was a Kanye fan. Nigga, I ain't a fan of none of you niggas. I don't give a fuck about none of you niggas. Y'all niggas is discographies to me. And once you stop adding to that in a meaningful way, nigga, you useless to me now. So you can keep your politics and shit to yourself, nigga. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear no grown man talking about he been bullied. Nigga, what you talking about? If we was in 8th and 7th grade and you been bullied, okay, but nigga, you 40 years old. I be damn if a nigga bully me. You talking about you been bullied. Nigga, you don't realize you just being used as a puppet. Motherfuckers who would have never fucked with you before you start wearing that goofy ass hat is out here supporting you. Nigga, because you a mouthpiece, or they think you a mouthpiece to the black community of the person that they really support. But they don't know ain't none of us fucking with you no more. Niggas ain't listening to you. And then this nigga got the nerve. Listen to what this nigga did. He tried to get Ebro to set up a sit down between Colin Kaepernick and Donald Trump at the fucking White House. Like this nigga is some type of peace broker.
I can't fuck with Kanye. All that, like for real. I gotta cut ties with this nigga. I don't want to hear no more of this. Like I said,
nigga, when you stop adding to the discography in a meaningful way, nigga, everybody need to listen. They need to follow this type of mentality when it comes to you rappers and singers and shit. When you ain't adding to the music in a meaningful way, what the fuck use we got for you now?
Nothing.
I don't got no use for you. I don't care about your views. I don't care about what you're going through in your life. Cause you damn for sure don't care about what I'm going through in mine.
Exactly.
Nigga, I ain't seen you show up at my fucking middling job offering me shit, nigga. The only thing you got for me is music. And lately, nigga, your music been the scum under my shoe. Kim Kardashian.
I need fucking pre-Kardashian Kanye.
Now fuck
back.
all that. I don't need none of them. He got up there talking about he was going to Africa and that's why he was pushing the album back to Black Friday. Then Kim get up there talking about Black Friday, guys. Trust me, it's worth it. Now I don't want to disrespect Kim. She took what she had and built a fucking empire out of it, and I can respect her for that. I'm not going to say nothing bad about her because I don't give a shit about none of that TMZ, E-News bullshit that these niggas are selling. Kim Kardashian is cool by me. But we don't give a fuck about your opinion about music. You don't know about no man. You can shut up, man. It's going to be worth it. I mean, come on. You don't know what the fuck. Was the last shit worth it?
No.
Was the bleached asshole lyric worth it? Was it worth us sitting there trying to listen to that garbled ass shit that he put out because he only wanted to release it to promote his raggedy ass motherfucking doormats that he's selling to niggas as shirts? He just wanted to promote his fucking clothes. That's why he tied the life of Pablo down to that stupid ass Yeezy season 3 or 4 or whatever season it was fashion show back in 2016. And niggas had to listen to it coming over a fucking PA system. And that nigga won't even ready to release that. This nigga had it so far up his ass, he had to keep fixing it for the next 5 months before the final one came out in July.
Exactly.
This nigga don't really care about the music no more, man. And he don't really, the issues that he out here stomping around about, he don't probably really care about them, I don't think. Mm-hmm. He care about people paying attention to his fucking album that's about to come out. And my best guess is when he released the fact that he was about to put a new album out, didn't get the traction that he thought it was going to get. The announcement didn't get the traction. He knew that the Carter 5 was going to run that shit over. That's what he knew. He even admitted.
He did.
That he said that my shit is going to come number 2 to Wayne's. Mm-hmm. He knew the Carter 5 was going to trample that shit.
He knew it.
I ain't the biggest Lil Wayne fan, but we know Lil Wayne shit come out, it move units.
And that shit did move units.
I don't know how many units it moved, but it was going to move more units than Yandy. More pretentious shit. Last album or the last time you tried this shit, you was comparing yourself to Jesus. Now your new album is Yandy. Now you comparing yourself to Gandhi like you did anything in comparison to what these two individuals have done. What have you done, nigga?
Nothing.
You created some great music. We can't take that away from you. But to me, music is entertainment, man. I ain't one of these niggas who get out here and try to model my life behind what some nigga is talking about on a rap fucking record. And as a side note, let's give another quick shout out to the Pace Sisters, gospel singers. Forgive me, God. But anyway, been rich since I was an embryo, but Tyler Perry had to buy their mama a house. Get the fuck on out of here. Back to Kanye. And this nigga out here just trying to sell his bullshit ass personality. Lost all the bass in his voice. Have you heard this nigga talk recently?
I can't.
Lost all the, they bullied. Get the fuck out of here, man. Done lost all the bass in his voice.
And I don't understand how he went from George Bush doesn't care about black people to holding Donald Trump at a high standard.
And I can tell you how he went from George Bush doesn't care about black people to holding Donald Trump as a high standard. Back then, Kanye West didn't need no bullshit to sell albums.
Yeah.
Kanye West knocked 50 Cent off his pedestal. When 50 Cent thought that name of 50 Cent was big enough for him to come through and challenge Kanye West to a first week sales off with the Graduation versus the Curtis. Curtis still did numbers 650,000 in the first week. Graduation did 1 million in the first week. Kanye West didn't need to do nothing but put shit out back then. And he was still on his bullshit, but he was on his bullshit independent of whether he was trying to sell an album or not. Now, this nigga is on his bullshit when he got something to sell to us. He ain't gonna sell shit to me. But when he got something to sell, that's when he on his bullshit. When he got an album coming out, that's when he on his bullshit. Or when niggas is anticipating his album like they was The Life of Pablo, he'll then turn around and use that album to sell clothes.
And I anticipated that album. I was sitting there waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, checking websites to make sure that album came out and I didn't miss it.
I remember I was looking forward to that shit too, especially when I heard the No More Parties in LA track. Then I got the album. I heard the first song, that ultra light beam shit. I didn't like it.
And honestly, he should have never took Chance the Rapper's parts off that. And if you ain't seen that video, go watch it.
Shit, he could leave Chance the Rapper off everything.
No, I fucked with Chance. Chance is a beast.
Take that Chance the Rapper shit on out of here.
I fucks with Chance.
That shit can go somewhere else.
I can't, bro. I fucks with Chance. I gotta give him his respect. He's a good artist.
I'll give him his respect too. He get all the respect in the world. Anybody who make they damn dream come true get all the respect in the world for me. But I don't mean I gotta like your shit.
I like his shit.
No, he could have left. I ain't have a problem with him leaving Chance off. Fuck that. My bigger problem with the album is he could have left the whole album off because it was dog shit. But Kanye West I don't think he got the spark no more.
I don't think he do either.
I don't think he got the spark no more because I damn for sure hope. Another reason I think he pushed the album back is not only because it won't get the traction that he wanted it to get. You heard them snippets. I know you heard them snippets. I know everybody else who into music out there heard them snippets.
And if you did,
what type of fucking witchcraft or magical wizardry was he gonna do to that dog shit to turn it into some good music? Not a damn thing, bro. That shit was trash, my nigga. Complete, utter, and total fucking garbage. That's what it was. That's why this album been pushed back, because he probably going to Africa not to redo or retool. He probably going to make a whole new fucking album.
He probably is.
That's what he probably doing. This nigga out of here, man. I don't like none of that pretentious shit, and I don't like niggas trying to come around and sell me something with antics, nigga. Let your fucking product sell itself. If you the genius that you supposed to be, or that you been telling us that you are for years, or that you showed us that you was 2010 and back, my nigga. Let your product sell itself. Like, nothing that nigga has made since 2010 been worth a fuck. I can run down the whole list. What was the first thing that he came out with after 2010? After Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy? Watch the Throne. Trash. Get that shit out of here. How the fuck Kanye and Jay-Z come together on a collaboration album and put out a dud like that?
I can't agree with you on that one. I fucked with Watch
Go listen to it again. Don't. My nigga, the antics. It didn't take but one antic to sell us all on that. The antic that sold us all on that is a Kanye and Jay-Z full-on fucking collaboration album. After Kanye just came off of probably the best thing he had ever did.
I fucked with it though.
After he came off the Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, everybody was wanting some more. And then you take that and you add Jay-Z to the fray.
And it was good.
Listen to that shit again, bruh. Go listen to it again. I'm telling you, dog. After I finish fucking having my head in the clouds from this is a Kanye and Jay-Z full-on production. Let me move the fan over here. It's getting hot in the recovery room. After I finish being mesmerized by that, I wasn't mesmerized. Let me use another word. After I got past the fact that them two was collaborating on a full album, it was both of them, it was a whole, man, I was like, okay, let me really listen now. Nigga, 7 or 8 of them tracks could have went in a fucking trash. But we ain't even here to review that. We just here to talk about how this nigga done went from being that whole voice of a generation shit. Get that shit on out of here. He wasn't the voice of no fucking generation, but he done went from being a top tier artist to somebody that's a fucking joke. That's what I'm talking about.
I agree with you completely on that one. I can't fuck with Kanye no more. I don't want to hear no music or nothing. I don't even want to see his face.
I won't never looking for his face. Like I don't want
to see him.
You seen the pretension though. The pretension. You remember like a year ago, draped in his motherfucking shower curtain clothes. That he be selling, draped in his motherfucking washcloth shoes. He got out there doing a live show and he was performing "Runaway" from Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And he stood on the stage with an MPC out there, right?
Yeah.
With the track listed, linked to it. And you know how Runaway come in with that piano lead?
Yep.
Or whatever. He stood up there for fucking 15 minutes. Just hitting the first note on the piano. And then raising his hands and ducking down and all this shit. Like the crowd was supposed to praise some piano note. Mm-hmm. You ain't seen that video?
I seen it. I know what you're talking about.
That's the type of shit that people being yes man and fans accepting everything that he do has created. That's done turned him into that. That was always in him, but that right there is what made him bring it out. That kind of mentality from people that surround him and from people that support him. The worldwide amount of supporters that he got. Mm-hmm. And that's what made him think that people was going to follow him down this fucking Donald Trump path. Because he think he's some type of Pied Piper of music that people will follow him wherever and whatever he does. But bruh, to me, you ain't nothing but another nigga with some buttons on the keyboard and a microphone. And when you stop using that effectively, you can get the fuck on out of here. Because I don't want to hear shit you got to say about no issues because you ain't no politician and you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Don't get up there after you fuck up trying to fix it, talking about you meant to say amend instead of abolished. Nigga, you shouldn't be talking about shit like that. Nobody ain't coming to you of what we should do with the Constitution. Nobody ain't listening to you. Nigga, you ain't running for office. Nobody is coming to you for politics, dude. Nobody ain't coming to you for you to have Colin Kaepernick and Donald Trump meet. Who the fuck is you supposed to be? You ain't somebody that got that type of influence that this man is out here taking a real stand is going to listen to you. To have him come to somebody who don't got an ounce of respect for him. Donald Trump don't give a fuck about Colin Kaepernick.
He don't give a fuck about him.
He don't give a fuck about you either. These niggas is trying to win primaries, nigga. The vote is open next month. Everybody get off your ass and go vote. They trying to win that. This Colin Kaepernick sit down that you trying to orchestrate, that I hope never happens, will be nothing but them. It's just a ploy for them trying to get black votes. Mm-hmm. Knock it the fuck off. Ain't nobody out here looking to your ass for how they should handle their political life. All we want from you is for fucking Spotify, iTunes, and that weak ass title that have the music up there, nigga. That free with Sprint title, nigga. That's all we want from you, dude. You got anything more to say about this nigga?
I ain't got shit to say about Kanye. I was done talking about it after I said what I said. I wasn't even gonna give him that much of my time.
I can riff on this clown all day, but we ain't got.
We
got other shit to talk about, man.
All right.
So this nigga 6ix9ine came out with a new song.
6ix9ine, Stoopid.
He came out with a song called Stoopid.
Bobby Shmurda gets out in 25 months. He gets it around the time. He put Bobby Shmurda on it.
Yeah.
I like it.
We're gonna defer to you on this one first. What? Talk about it.
All right. So with my thing with 6ix9ine, I like his music. I think it's hard.
We reviewing the track.
It's not something that I'm listening to when I want to hear some bars. Like when I want to hear some actual rap, I'm not going to that. I listen to 6ix9ine when I want to get hype or something along the lines of that. But as far as bars, it's garbage. The bars are garbage. The song is good. He came at Ebro. I mean, he came at Ebro to the best of his fucking ability. To the best of his abilities. But I like how he put Bobby Shmurda on the track.
I can respect that.
My nigga. But, I mean, I like it. I give it about a 7 out of 10.
I ain't gonna give it no number.
I give it a 7 out of 10 off the fact that I can get hyped to it.
I'm gonna start off with the positives.
Mm-hmm.
The beat. I like the beat.
Oh,
It's a Tay Keith beat. And Tay Keith is out here killing shit.
I gotta give him his props. He's a beast.
But that beat is not one of his best, I heard. But it's still
some shit
good.
You give the 6ix9ine. You got to think about it. 6ix9ine can't rap over no goddamn some Dilla quality beats or something. You know what I mean?
Tay Keith ain't making no Dilla quality.
I'm just saying
beats.
He can't rap over stuff like that.
I mean, I like the beat, the stripped down, more kind of subtle beat that he gave to Drake on Non-Stop.
Mm-hmm.
I like that better than I like
6ix9ine can't flow on that.
And it's the same ass beat. The one with Non-Stop just had a damn bass line only, and this one had a bass line and like some pianos or something. I don't know.
I don't think 6ix9ine can fucking
I like the beat. I respect 6ix9ine for still grinding it out.
He grinding. He getting that bag.
I respect the fact that he put Bobby Shmurda on there, so to try to keep Bobby Shmurda's name relevant, so when he get out, his career can resume.
And Rowdy
too. But Bobby Shmurda was in the song. He shouted out Rowdy, but I'm talking about Bobby Shmurda actually being in there, because you know it's a 6ix9ine song, so the shit is probably gonna be on the Billboard charts next week.
It is.
So Bobby Shmurda's name is gonna be on the Billboard charts next week. But my guy. What am I listening to when I listen to this shit? This nigga sound like he was singing a fucking Christmas carol.
He did.
Rum-pum-pum-pum, nigga. What you talking about? My God, I don't care how hard your voice sound when you talking about rum-pum-pum-pum. Nigga, you still sound like you singing a little drummer, boy. Nigga, get out of here, nigga. You 2 months too early, right? You should have released that shit on December 20th or something, man. What the fuck? Get it out. I
fucks with it.
And the flow was the exact same flow he had on every single song he ever released, except for that Spanish song that he released. Okay, I respect the versatility too. The Spanish putting out the Spanish song, man, paying homage to your heritage, good move, dude. But back to this, I mean, this shit was not good to me. It was slightly below average. That's so
with the rating from what he makes, his music, where do you rate it at?
Slightly below average.
So with your favorite song by him, the song you think is the best, where do you put it at in regards to where
What's
that is?
What's the song that I think the best is? Is it Kiki? Is that the one?
The one with A Boogie?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's Kiki.
Or was they like in the train station or something? No, on the regular. That's Kiki.
Yeah,
that's the one I like the best from him. This shit compared to that, even though it sound like almost the same shit. But on the regular shit, what make it my favorite is the hook. Because I remember the only words I remember from the song is on the regular. I mean, that's the hook. But in comparison to that one. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna give no number, but I guess I will. Compared to that, if that's on his scale of 10, this shit is about a 4.
A 4?
Yeah, but his best song on an actual scale is about a fucking 2. so, on a real scale, with no grading on the curve, get the grading on the curve shit on out. I mean.
I don't know. I fucks with 6ix9ine. I think it's shit.
I think
it's alright.
The music, I don't really care about his music too much, but shit, the fact that nigga came up and started winning immediately, I like that part.
I like how he coming at niggas too. Everybody.
I mean, that shit is antics. Get the antics the fuck on out of here. I'm tired of antics. Sell the music, nigga. I don't care about your fucking personality. Stop selling your personality to me, dude.
With all the social media and everything, how can you sell music without antics? You can't sell nothing without either going at somebody, getting on the stage and doing something stupid. You can't sell no music. Who you know selling music that ain't out here doing something stupid? That's really selling music.
Beyonce put out an album that nobody knew was coming out. She just dropped it in the middle of the night and it sold 800,000 copies in a week.
But you got to think about it. Beyonce's never going to fall off.
But she didn't use no antics. You just asked me for somebody who was selling music without antics. Drake did the same shit. I mean, you can't call what Drake did antics or him roasting niggas because they came at him first.
Yeah.
There wasn't no antics that was responding. Him roasting Meek Mill came at him first. He sold 1 million fucking copies of that album right after that. And that album was going to sell 1 million copies even if Meek Mill didn't come at him.
I don't know. I think some artists got to use antics to sell their shit.
Because they known for antics. They known more for antics than music. Bro, that's what it is. Stop selling that. Once you get... To me, this nigga 6ix9ine is to the level already. He got platinum records to where maybe he needed antics in the beginning, but you don't need them now.
You think he can sell music if he just quit
He got a fan base already, man. He can sell music. He got the fans that'll take the shit in. They there. He can sell music because let's look at it like this. 6ix9ine, he been out. He doing all of his antics, right? And look at how he's selling. Man, his first week that he came out with his last mixtape or whatever, he sold more records than Young Thug ever sold in the first week, except for that Young Thug and Future collaboration mixtape.
Yeah.
But other than that, none of Young Thug shit. Young Thug is a perennial 30,000 to 40,000 unit moving artist, and all the fucking antics he had wearing dresses and shit, calling niggas his baby, calling niggas his lovers, and calling niggas this, that, and the third to make you think he was towing some type of line between being straight and gay. That's the antics he was using, but his antics hit a fucking brick wall. It hit a 30, 40,000 unit brick wall. Because at that point, he was more known for the antics than the music. So what I'm talking about with 6ix9ine is that now that you got the music out there, get more known for the music than the antics. That's what I'm talking about. Excuse me. I ain't sneezing and shit as much as I was last week.
I don't know. I fucks with the stupid 6ix9ine.
I never listened to it again.
I mean, I'll listen to it again. I like it, but alright, so on the last episode we had you listen to 3 artists: Key Glock, Lil Baby, and Quando Rondo. How you feeling about them?
I'm gonna ask you a question. Out of them 3, knowing me like you do, which one of them you think I like the best?
Lil Baby. Strictly off the fact that he can put out freestyle and rap and just hit straight bars on it.
It's a close race. Real close. There ain't really that much difference between these dudes.
I know the other one is Key. I know the other one is Key Glock because you like that Memphis flow.
Yeah, I like that Memphis flow.
I know that.
I give it to Lil Baby the best because with the lane of rap that these 3 dudes is in, and Key Glock is kind of not in this lane. And Quando Rondo was good too. With the lane of rap that they in, this new wave of shit, I give it to the people who create the best melodies. You heard me what I said about Young Thug last week.
Yeah.
Said the melody that he can create is incredible. But the shit he be talking about ain't worth 2 pennies to rub together. He got that EcoBoost flow. But Lil Baby be talking about a little bit more than he do. And again, the little sample that I heard, I listened to about 4 songs from each of these dudes. Lil Baby be a little bit more in depth with his shit than Young Thug is. I didn't hear him keep referencing whatever woman he was fucking at the time.
He rarely does that though.
And so I like that a little bit. That's what I like a little bit more about him. So I liked all of them though. And that's what it is, man. Niggas got to be able to adjust. There's too many niggas out here that's pining for the 90s. I was a little kid in the 90s, but I still remember them fondly, nigga. But the 90s is over.
Yeah. Not
that you got to lower your standards, nigga. Just broaden your horizons. Understand that what Jay-Z, Nas, Wu-Tang, who else? even Eminem before he turned into shit. And artists like that is bringing these days is the Kendrick and J. Cole. J. Cole, come on now.
No, I can't, bro. I can't even.
You can do better, J. Cole.
Shit on J. Cole, bro. J. Cole.
I ain't shitting on J. Cole.
Wait. J. Cole is one of the best artists out now with everything he done made. All that shit.
Let me clarify my J. Cole.
We taking a pause from this because we got to talk about Cole. Cause,
let me clarify
Cole is a beast.
Let me clarify my J. Cole statement before niggas get mad. I don't care if you get mad. Fuck it. J. Cole, talent-wise, is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Making albums-wise, he ain't a beast.
What album by J. Cole do you think's honestly not good?
All of them.
How can you what about him?
Bro, I don't want to hear you rap about losing your fucking virginity every time I turn around and falling in love. I know that you got more to say than this, bro. Your shit, as much as J. Cole is that artist that I know, my nigga. I know when I listen to every time I start listening to an album, and let me rephrase that. I don't think none of his albums is bad.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I start listening to one of those J. Cole albums, I'll be like, I revert back. I fall back into that trap.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, all right, this is the one. This is that one.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he about to do what Kendrick did on his second CD. Well, his third one, but nobody don't ever remember Section 80.
Yeah.
You about to do what Kendrick did on To Pimp a Butterfly. This is the one, because I know J. Cole got a classic up his fucking sleeve somewhere. He just got to reach in there and pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
But
now I can't say that. I can't say he got a classic yet.
He got one in him.
Yeah,
he got to make it. I know he can make it. Every time I start listening to it, I start listening to that album. Not the last album. The last album was good. Was KOD.
Yeah.
The one before that, I can't remember.
For Your Eyes Only?
Yeah, For Your Eyes Only. I listened to it and I'm like, oh yeah, there's neighbors.
Yeah,
the neighbors shit, then next thing I heard him talk about folding clothes out, he lost me.
I fucked with that song.
I was like, man, what are you
song.
talking about?
I like
Stop.
that song, bro.
Stop it. We know you in love, man.
I like the whole album. I think that might be the closest thing to classic that he's got out now.
I don't think so.
I think that is.
I think the closest one, that's the closest one to a classic structure that he got out.
Mm-hmm.
In reference to it being like a short, concise, to the point, conceptual album.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 10 tracks long, 12 maybe. But I think his first album is his best one to me.
What, the Illuminati?
No, not the mixtapes. The album, the what is it called, bro? I forgot. It's the one before Born Sinner.
Oh, Sidelines.
Whatever.
Something like that.
Whatever it's
called.
Cold World, a Sideline Story. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
I think that's his best one. J. Cole got it in him, man. He got it. He just haven't produced it to me. He produced albums to me that's in that 6.5 to 7.5 range.
I can't even give him that. Most of the albums that I done heard from For Your Eyes Only and KOD, I give those 8s and 9s.
For Your Eyes Only shit is like a fucking 6.
It's a 9. It's a 9, bro. You rating that off of one song that you don't like, Folding Clothes.
No, bro, I rated off the whole CD, man. I listened to that CD for a whole day when it came out. I had the shit on repeat. When it got to song number 10 or 12 or whatever it was that was at the end, I just let it start over.
Ain't no way you can rate that what you rated?
I rated like a 6.
Ain't no way you can rate that a 6. You got to think about For Your Eyes Only, that song alone, Neighbors. I even like the Bryson Tiller. Well, he had to beat before him, but I like that one. That album was a 9, bro. It was a 9.
You miss me with that shit.
It was a 9, bro.
I think his new album is way better.
I don't think it's better.
I do. I think the KOD shit is way better. The KOD shit might be in the high 7 to 8 range with his first one.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, we looking for a 10. I'm not out here to say J. Cole is bad. J. Cole is great.
Mm-hmm.
give us the 10. 2 Chainz, give us the 10. 'Cause you got one too. Pretty Girls Like Trap was the closest, but it won't quite there yet.
I get that by the 8.
It won't quite there yet. Give us the 10.
It.
Well, I like it too. It ain't a 10.
Well, back to Key Glock, Lil Baby, and Quando.
Yeah, I mean, my larger point about that is that the people who came up in a certain era need to just accept these niggas and get over it.
Mm-hmm.
These niggas ain't making that super lyrical shit, but they making shit that sound good. And why be mad at it? Accept it, get over it, and stop hating on every new nigga that come out.
I agree.
That's all I got to say about that. I don't see, in case somebody come across this and hear me talk what I talk about 6ix9ine musical quality, I'm not one of those people that hate on every new artist that come out. If you make something that sound good, 6ix9ine ain't making shit that sound good. He making shit that when I hear it, I want to immediately turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
But these other 3 artists that I went back and listened to, Quando, Rondo, Key Glock, Lil Baby, they making shit that sound good. You put it on, if you ain't in the mood to listen to nothing that's in depth, just put it on. Hear Key Glock talk his Memphis gangster shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hear Quando, Rondo talk his wherever he from gangster shit, because I don't know where he's from.
Mm-hmm.
Or you hear Lil Baby put the melodies out there. He sound like Lil Baby kind of sound like a Young Thug Jr. to me. Yeah. And we already know how good Young Thug is with the melodic rap.
Yeah.
So, moving on.
I'm gonna let you start this one off. You already know what's next.
Well, I don't know what's next. What's next?
R. Kelly. Why shouldn't he get a pass?
Why shouldn't he get it? Why is he getting a pass? Is what I think you mean.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Why is he getting a pass?
We came out. We said what we said about Bill Cosby last week, and Bill Cosby is getting exactly what he deserved. On a side note, Charlemagne the God. Nobody give a fuck about you having to sit down with Kanye. Get that shit out of here. Back to R. Kelly. Bill Cosby is where he need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he did everything that those people said he did. That's the key word in this. I think he did everything that those people said he did. One more time. I think he did everything that those people said he did. I saw R. Kelly doing what motherfuckers said he did. Niggas on video. Everybody shitting on Bill, which he deserves. Why R. Kelly getting a pass from us?
Not to mention R. Kelly's ex-wife admits he was gonna kill her.
I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Gotta say allegedly, because niggas might sue us and we ain't got no money.
Allegedly.
But ain't no, I saw R. Kelly doing what niggas think he did, let alone he got a whole colony of women out here looking like they all in the sunken place. Parents and shit is out here. And I know why they give him a pass. The same way why Bill was getting a pass back in the 80s. Mm-hmm. In his heyday, when his shit was at the height of his popularity. Everybody is giving a pass because of R. Kelly's music. Let me be clear. Fuck his music. I always thought his music was fucking trash before I knew that he was allegedly, even though it's on video, allegedly, even though I saw it, allegedly, even though that was him, even though he said it wasn't him, allegedly was fucking and pissing on little girls. I always thought his shit was garbage.
I don't think it's garbage.
Fuck that nigga and his music. His music's some bullshit.
I don't think the music is garbage, but I think what he did was wrong.
Maybe I believe I Can Fly is good. Maybe that. Maybe A Woman's Threat is good, but that's only because how they sampled it for Threats on the Black Album by Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. That's only why that shit is good to me. But why is niggas out here just laughing at R. Kelly? What's going on with that? I remember back in my college days, my roommate, obviously this nigga's an R. Kelly fan, was sitting on the edge of his seat, waiting on all those new episodes of that Trapped in the Closet shit to drop. Every time one dropped, he was over there on the computer like the new one is out. I'm looking at him like, nigga, who gives a fuck? This is just R. Kelly making bullshit. Like he been doing since the early 90s. I don't... You gotta separate the art from the artist, right?
Yeah.
In all circumstances. Don't just separate the art from the artist when you got shit to talk about them. Because people want you to look at just the music when they doing bullshit. When the artist they like is doing bullshit. Separate the art from the artist and look at just the bullshit and discount the music. That's what some of y'all need to do. R. Kelly, get the fuck on out of here. Nigga probably should. I ain't gonna say it. I don't wish jail on nobody. But we know. Come on, man. You saw it with your own eyes. You see these parents out here begging and pleading their young daughters to come home. This motherfucker who's my daddy's age got them holed up in some compound that he allegedly ain't even paying rent on. I don't know, man. I don't got much more to say about this clown. I mean, I probably could go more into it, but I don't know. I didn't really fact check everything that I could say. I'm speaking about shit that's out there in the public and that I know about in the public eye, but I ain't really, his brother came out saying some shit about him, but I mean, his brother was trying to sell a rap song at the time. It seemed like we just got a fucking family full of scumbags with the name of Kelly.
Me personally, I don't got shit to say about that.
I mean,
I like the music.
Fuck him.
What he did was fucked up.
Allegedly. Since he didn't get convicted, he got off. So we can't say that he did it for sure. We gotta say it's alleged, even though I saw it. We gotta say it's alleged, even though it's on video. We gotta say it's alleged, even though the same nappy motherfucking head that he had in the Woman's Fed Up video is the same nappy head that was in that porn video. We gotta say allegedly.
Alright, bro. So we done hit all the main topics we was gonna hit for today. Now we got some little stuff to talk about.
What's up?
So, 6ix9ine, 28 years in prison. How you feel about that?
6ix9ine had to know it was coming. All the bullshit that 6ix9ine pulled over the years, he had to know. They did the OJ thing on him. As soon as they had something that they could lock OJ down over, OJ went to jail for stealing his own shit back.
Exactly.
After somebody stole it. 6ix9ine had to know as soon as he ran that man over that it was finished.
Of course.
He had to know that they wasn't going to let his ass back out on the streets. So, it is what it is. I wish him the best on his 28-year vacation to prison.
And this is the topic that I wanted to get to.
What's up?
Saha the Prince versus Joe Budden.
Joe
in the rap battle. They wanted to go pay-per-view. Saha already putting up his 500K. And he wants to double it if it goes to pay-per-view.
But what Joe Budden saying about it? I haven't kept up with this. You gotta fill me in.
All right, so Joe,
because I just know that Joe Budden keep on saying that he is not a rapper no more. He retired and he ain't coming out of retirement for nobody.
Joe Budden, he laughed at it on Twitter. So
get the fuck off Twitter, nigga.
They both been going at it
on Twitter. What's wrong with you niggas, man? It's Twitter.
And Saha, he did come out with a video, but.
Talk about it. You laughing at it on Twitter? Either get somewhere where you can put some voice to it and tell them, no, I ain't fucking with it, or do it. Why niggas handle everything through Twitter these days?
That's just how it is.
Nigga, you got a podcast. Get up there and talk some shit. Or get up there and put your 500,000 up because, nigga, you said you was rich on the podcast, so we know you got it. Or you scared that Saha the Prince is gonna wash you?
Saha threatened to end it. He's threatened to end his rap and podcast career.
You scared he gonna wash you? Cause Saha the Prince ink pen is behind some of those fucking Kanye songs that niggas remember fondly. Saha the Prince ink pen is behind a lot of that beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy that you heard.
Yeah.
His ink pen is behind that.
It is.
Joe Budden, your ink pen is behind some alright shit. Your ink pen is also behind some slaughterhouse shit. And I don't know why niggas was talking about Slaughterhouse being some super group. Y'all niggas was super trash.
He told Saha to relax. What that sound like to you?
Bruh, it sound like the Joe Budden ain't gonna. Sound like the Joe Budden ain't gonna come. He ain't gonna do it. That's what it sound like to me.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he is either.
It sound like that Joe Budden is gonna sit back. He gonna count that Spotify money.
Yeah.
He gonna let Saha the Prince keep talking until everybody forget about it. That's what he gonna do. I mean,
that's what I would do to save my face, because I know Saha. He ain't no pushover in the rap game.
I mean, but Joe Budden ain't no pushover in the rap game either.
But
Joe
bar
Budden,
for bar, who you think really gonna take that?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think they that far apart.
I want to hear it.
I listen to it too. I don't think that Saha and Joe Budden is that far apart when it comes to bar spitting talent.
So who you got your money on?
I wouldn't bet my money on none of these niggas. My money is too hard to earn. Fuck them niggas.
Well, I got Saha.
I think this is what I'll say to differentiate them. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Saha the Prince, he behind more stuff that I enjoy listening to than Joe Budden is.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand Joe Budden talent as a rapper or whatever, but he haven't really made a lot of shit that I care to listen to.
Yeah.
Saha the Prince got an album that I like. He got a mixtape that I like. And he wrote, I don't know what Joe Budden writing credits look like. I don't know if he got some, but he wrote a lot of shit. Saha wrote a lot of shit that we look back fondly on. He wrote a lot of that Kanye shit before Kanye started doing all of this bullshit that he doing.
Uh-huh.
All right? But I don't think Joe Budden is going to do it. Joe Budden is finished with this shit. Joe Budden is getting that podcast money.
Exactly.
And Joe Budden is focusing on building up his brand, which I really can't blame him for. Just get the fuck off Twitter. My nigga. I'm so sick of niggas tweeting with Twitter beefs.
Yeah.
That shit garbage. Get that shit out of here, man. That's more antics. That's all that is.
Alright. The next one. We got Drake not being on the Carter 5. And
I don't
the
give a
reason
fuck.
why
I
is
don't
because
give a
of
fuck that.
uncleared samples. I
don't give a fuck about that. I mean, the Carter 5 didn't need Drake. Drake don't need the Carter 5 either. I mean, Drake is out here. He probably put out the biggest album of the year already with Scorpion, and shit is probably gonna sell 4 or 5 million copies. Biggest rap album of the year. We know if somebody like Adele or Taylor Swift come out, then they gonna crush all this shit. But anyway, not Joe Budden, but Drake already put out probably what's gonna be the biggest rap album of the year. And Lil Wayne, honestly, probably just put out what's going to be the next biggest rap album of the year. If just for the simple fact that since the Carter 5 been so anticipated for like 4 or 5 years, it don't come out and overtake Scorpion. It might. But they don't need each other. I mean, Drake is still... The only artist that's still signed to Lil Wayne directly is Nicki. Drake ain't signed to Lil Wayne directly. If I'm not mistaken, I think Drake is still signed to Cash Money directly. So, that may or may not be true, but I don't think if he signed the Cash Money directly that Birdman was gonna clear a fucking thing for him to come on to that damn Carter 5 album. Shit, I mean, and there was probably a bunch of Drake stuff on it. This Carter 5, this is probably the 4th or 5th version of the Carter 5 that we got.
Yeah.
The original version we probably never gonna hear. So it's no, it don't matter. I mean, Drake not being on the Carter 5 didn't hurt the album. I didn't listen to shit and say this would sound better if Drake was on it. I really don't listen to nothing and say this would sound better if Drake was on it, but that's another story. But it was cool. I'm through talking about that. I don't care about it. I listened to the album last week. The album was okay. Don't personally care about the album no more.
Alright, well, today we got some good stuff that done dropped, and we're going to review it on the next episode.
Next week, because last week we didn't tell y'all that this is an every week show. At least I don't think we did, because I didn't listen to the show again. I listened to just a little bit of it, but every week, every Saturday except today, because this is Friday. But next week it's going to be on Saturday. So
we got Ghostface Killer, The Lost Tapes, that came out today.
Alright, we going to listen to that.
We got Drip Harder, Gunna and Lil Baby, came out today.
Who the fuck is Gunner?
Oh, he's a new artist.
Okay.
We got Mud Boy by 6ix9ine. West.
I don't know who.
Oh, he's a brand new upcoming. He just came out.
I don't want to hear that. You're going to be reviewing that one.
And then we got Dime Trap by T.I.
God, Jesus Christ. Okay.
So that's the 4 right there.
T.I.'s album.
Oh
my God, T.I. got a new album out?
Yeah. I ain't really heard much from it.
Oh.
So how you think, before even hearing anything, what you think the Ghostface Killer? Because I know how you feel about Ghost.
I mean, Ghostface Killer is the best rapper ever. I just want to put it out there. I mean, the most talented fucking bar spitting rapper ever born. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'll listen to his album. That being said, if the album ain't good, you'll hear it here first. But we already know my history with Wu-Tang. Like I said, I ain't a fan of nobody. I'm a fan of the product.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to speak strictly on the product and not on the person who's making it. So I'm looking forward to hearing it. I'll hear it and I'll give my honest opinion on it, as I know you will, cuz. This is how we do. And the recovery room, you go on Twitter, you watch E-News, you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you watch fucking Love and Hip Hop, you watch the Tattoo Shop show. Who the fuck cares about what's going on in the tattoo shop? You watch all of that bullshit that VH1 puts out. You watch BET. God rest your and God help your poor soul.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch BET. Then you come here to recover from the fuckery in the recovery room. And with that being said, that's it for this week. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Peace.